Hey guys, Nathan here for the Die Sanctuary. This time I'm not at Hammer Time. I'm at my house with
Alex again.
and we're gonna do a Dystopian Wars battle report.
Again.
Yeah, once again. Once again, we are playing. I'm playing the Covenant. Alex is playing.
Kingdom of Britannia with a small East India Company allied contingent.
So something other than Kingdom of Britannia. Well, sort of.
It's kind of different.
Yeah, we're trying to get new armies, but you know.
Yeah, I'm playing with stuff I've never played before. This is stuff from Christmas, so most of it's unpainted. So there's some painted stuff that's not Christmas stuff though.
That's a dog. And we're playing what, 1250?
Yeah, 1250.
1,250 points. So let's show you guys the armies.
Okay, so starting from the right here, this is the East India Company contingent. So it's just the what class is that blimp? Forbes class, assault blimp there. It's got on it. It has a Guardian generator, target painter generator, and two heavy turrets. So no torpedo turrets on there. It has right in front of it here two frigates there, and they have the assault variant. So they have the +1 AP. 3 frigates over here. Squad of 5 Merlins. They're obscured. Cruiser squadron over here with 2 regular tribals with a Lord Hood. Dive bombers there. 2 Vanguard submarines. Recon plane spotting for my Vengeance class submarine. 3 more frigates here, followed by another 3 dive bombers. My Vengeance submarine there with that's my Commodore's ship, and I'm using Sir Rodney Carleton, the special heroic Commodore for the game, and 3 fighters, 3 small submarines, and 3 more frigates. And that's my fleet for this game.
Starting off with the Covenant, we've got a recon plane spawning for the carrier up on this island. Then we got the large flyer up in the air. Then some fighters that are controlled by the carrier. Cruisers are next, followed by the carrier. You've got frigates that are angled so they can fit through that gap right there between the islands. 3 more fighters, the orb in the middle, 8 inches away from the battleship and 8 inches away from the carrier, just in case. 3 more fighters, 3 destroyers, battleship, 3 more fighters, 3 frigates that are angled to fit through there, the submersible who's straight, medium flyers, and then the recon plane spawning for the battleship. And this is nice because he'll end up on that island overlooking the entire battlefield.
Okay, so rolling for field orders. This is the British. 6. Capture the fleet Commodore's vessel of any opposing fleet. Okay, so where's your fleet Commodore?
On my battleship.
Okay. I gotta capture that.
And the Covenant, 5.
Which
Finally, we have
is-
different orders.
Yeah, destroyer capture at least 50% of the maximum fleet value. So you gotta wipe out half of 1250.
All right.
Points. Including all small models, too. Okay, so on the British side, the frigates here just kind of moved up. Didn't really do anything, one got shot down. Over here, the blimp just moved forward. The Merlins over here flew ahead 12, took a shot on the left flyer there. I believe they got, was Chaos and Disarray.
Yep.
So that was good, they popped back up into the clouds. Dive bombers just flew forward. Frigates moved up. I think they killed one frigate.
Yep.
This was early on in the game. The cruiser squadron here just moved up a little bit. Shot, took out some destroyers. Over here, the two vanguards moved up. Because they have a water hunter, they shot on the submerged, that's the Anoraks, right?
Yep.
They got a crit. Or no, just point damage. Over here, frigates didn't really do anything, just died. Recon plane just moved one. These dive bombers moved. Fighters moved. These small submarines over here sailed forward. I think they got a crit on one of the cruisers. And the previous frigate squadron that was in front of the submarines here, which was killed, had gotten a critical hit on another one of the cruisers. And then over here, what happened after Nathan teleported over here, I pretty much, because I couldn't turn, I just went the 2 inches forward, and then I boarded him. And in the ensuing combat, I killed, what, 6 AP, and he killed 4. So I'm down to 2, he's down to 1 right now. And yeah, that's it. So how close are we to objectives right now? You killed 6 smalls out of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 14, 15, plus 20, 21. So 6 out of 21, so you're just over a quarter of the way there.
Yep. And you killed 2 destroyers, 1 frigate, and some tiny flyer tokens.
And my objective is to capture the enemy Commodore vessel, which is a battleship. Just sitting there with 1 AP now, so this is going to get very interesting. Very quickly.
So, on the Covenant side, quite a lot of things happened, but then again, some didn't. But the large flyer moved up, and it shot at his, I believe it was his frigates that were somewhere over there, and took some of those out. The cruisers did the same, shot at his cruisers, or his frigates in that area first. So they damaged, the cruisers damaged his frigates first, and then the large flyer moved. The carrier moved up and shot one of its main turrets up at his frigate right there. And then the other main turret wasn't able to see, and the broadsides were out of range. This fighter squad was able to move up, and that's about it, but then it got two of them got shot down by his frigates that were placed right there. But that's okay because those are from the carrier, so we can respawn them. These frigates just moved 15 inches up because of Dolphin Dipper, and then straight forward, and then they were able to lure these guys in. The same goes to this squad of frigates. Right there. They moved up straight and able to lure his guys over there into coming closer. The destroyers, they try to, I did this wrong. The destroyers should have gone first and then the frigates, because the destroyers had to go out of the way of the frigates. But they were able to do 1 damage to one of his ships. I'll get to this in a second. The submersible moved up 8 inches, did nothing because he was out of range. The medium flyers able to take down one of his East Indian, what are these, frigates?
Yeah.
Frigates. Those are pretty badass too. And the recon moved up. Finally, we have these guys. So as you may recall, there was a battleship here, but then these tiny flyer tokens close air patrolled them, and then the orb activated, and the orb was able to teleport the battleship all the way over here, and the battleship open fired in range band 1 after I played, I believe it was called Tally Ho, which is, I'm allowed to activate a second squad, and then so I played that after I activated the orb, and I did 2 hull points to the
Vengeance.
To the submarine, and causing navigational lock,
which was very good for him.
Yep, so he couldn't turn around and ram me. But then I believe my broadsides did 1 damage to it later on. So that was the Covenant of Antarctica turn 1. So rolling to see who can play their first turn card. Alex got a 4, and I got a 5. So I will play.
It's gonna be red tape.
Lost Orders. Whoops, that's upside down. Lost Orders.
I don't have anything to cancel that.
Your opponent must discard his hand of game cards into the discard pile. He then draws 2 game cards from the draw deck.
Oh, that's brutal, because I had really good cards too. I had Diehards, which would help in assault, Generator offline, which would help against your orb.
Yep.
Stoke the Engines, which would give me 3 inches of movement, handy. Mechanics, which will let me fix everything. And then I'm going to play Tactical Aegis now, so I get 2 more cards.
Ah!
So I draw what, 2 more?
Yep.
1, 2.
And this goes in the discard. And
that's okay.
do you have any turn cards?
Well, I do, but I think I'll save these ones for you.
Alright, so rolling to see who gets first turn. Whoops. Alex got 5, and I got a 10. So, the Covenant of Antarctica get first turn. Okay, so the end of Covenant, or turn 2, and this is the Covenant side. So a large flyer moved up, and it was out of range of everything, so it didn't shoot at anything. Kind of useless. Same with the carrier. Carrier shot at the frigates over here and was able to kill one, I believe. The cruisers here shot and damaged 3 of his small submarines over there. Recon plane moved up a little bit, and the recon plane that was here moved up and tried taking down one of these fighters, as it is last turn, but I'll get to that in a second. This tiny flyer came up and tried dogfighting his fighters as well, but he was able to kill, I believe it was 2 of them. Submersible was here, moved up, and just boarded his submarine. So that's mine. It's prized with 2 action points. And then these flyers moved up, turned, shot their 4 torpedoes and their main turrets, or this one did, at his frigate. And then this guy shot everything else at the flyers, able to take down 1. These frigates were able to move up and shoot at his frigates that came up through this channel here. And then the orb, I'm not sure if I did that correctly, but he teleported it himself because I was going to do a plan in the 3rd turn. But as I said before, it is last turn. And then the battleship got taken over as well.
So for the British here, starting off with the blimp, all it did was just kind of move forward, bank to the right a bit, just so the both turrets could both get their arcs in on there. The Merlins just flew forward, shot guns at one, shot ack-ack at the other, whittled them down enough, managed to pull back up in the clouds. Dive bombers flew over, dropped their bombs on the submersible there. This Vanguard went through a destroyer, destroying it, and then came out the other side. This Vanguard just stayed down. Over here, the cruisers and the battlecruiser just kind of moved up. They shot their torpedoes and guns on the carrier there. I believe they got what? It was
a crit.
Yeah, it was half
chaos.
movement.
Yeah.
It was engine failure. These guys just kind of went forward, took out some frigates that were here. There was a frigate here, he got killed. Recon plane just kind of moved. Over here, the Vengeance submarine there was here. And then once Nathan teleported his orb there, I was like, okay. So I just turned and I tried to ram it and ended up doing nothing. And he did nothing to me, so that was fun. Over here, this is where the main thing happened. This is kind of why the game is ending. The small submarines that were here turned, came back to here, and they boarded the battleship, which only had 1 AP left. And then they boarded it, left 4 of their AP on there, prized it, and then that's why there's all those lovely Christmas colors there now, because they all left. 1 AP was killed from one of these guys, so then everyone just left 1 AP on board the ship.